Hello there. This is Harmonix, and we're going to talk about Bitcoin. I want to look into Bitcoin. I want to make a short, simple video with no complexity here, just very simple technical analysis to show you where Bitcoin is. Okay, but before I start, I want to make sure that you know that this is not financial advice. I'm not here to tell you to buy Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin, or hold Bitcoin. Please make sure you do your due diligence about this, and this is all my personal opinion of where I think Bitcoin could go and what I'm doing with it, and pretty much go from there. Okay, so here we go. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into the Bitcoin chart, and let me see, get my camera here. All right, here's Bitcoin. So this is the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin. And so far, since pretty much like the end of October, Bitcoin has been going down. It went pretty much from like $116,000 all the way down to $98,000. Talking about some crazy volatility. There you go. So then pretty much like Bitcoin has been on this wedge, just bouncing. And we pretty much like did, we went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it kind of wanted to crash, but then we actually went up, which is a really good thing. So what's going on is that we actually broke out of this bearish trend and making a W form, and Bitcoin, it's most likely in the short term is going to be heading all the way to 108,700 or so. As long as Bitcoin stays above this gap right here, which is around $102,000, I don't think there's anything to fear personally. I think that a lot of people got fooled here, and a lot of people were saying that this is the end of the bull market, blah blah blah, and a lot of people sold, panic sold. But I don't think that as long as Bitcoin actually stays above $102,000, I think we're gonna be pretty okay. So we have a big bearish gap around 108,700. So I think that it's very important for Bitcoin to eventually go all the way up here, consolidate, and then try to pass this huge red wall. We have an order block here, which is not a good thing. It's also pretty bearish, like around 110,000. Bitcoin would actually have to get out of the 110,000 and above so that we can start claiming more, that bull market. But so we'll see what happens when it gets there. The main thing right now is that Bitcoin needs to be above 100. I would say 103,000, 102,000. Those are key levels that Bitcoin cannot, drop. If it pulls back to there, I personally think this is a great opportunity to start, to add to your position or to buy Bitcoin. And of course, this is just my own my own personal thought. Okay, this is not financial advice, but that's what I would personally do. So I'm gonna go back into my camera here, and I think that Bitcoin in the short term looks pretty good. But we'll see what happens when it reaches $110,000 around that area, and pretty much go from there. I am not in Bitcoin right now. I'm actually holding some altcoins, and of course I'm looking at the Bitcoin chart. What I like to do, I like to look at the Bitcoin chart. Once Bitcoin reaches $110,000, and there's going to be a little bit of a pullback, I might start taking some profits, and then pretty much go from there. There's always an opportunity to get back into the markets, and I think the problem that a lot of people have is that they feel that Bitcoin is just going to go suddenly to $300,000, $200,000, just like that. But I always tell people, don't have FOMO of fear of missing out. Make sure that you know that there's always opportunities to get back in, and try to buy as low as you can, and then pretty much sell as high as you can. Right? That's the name of the game. So, anyways, that's Bitcoin, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. I know there's a lot of competition out there, people doing cryptos, and a lot of channels out there. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And Harmonix out. I'll talk to you later. Bye.